So you want to quit smoking, and you want to know the one thing that you can do to quit for the rest of your life? You need to understand this trampoline. Stay to the end of the video, because I'll tell you the one thing you gotta stop doing, plus the one thing you got to do if you want to quit smoking for life. But first, you need to understand that there are hundreds of ways to quit smoking. The reality is, there's really only 3. And what do I mean by that? Well, when you look at all the different ways to quit smoking, you can really break them down into the 3 mechanisms that they use. Your conscious mind, your unconscious mind, and treating the problem like it's an addiction. There's really only 3 ways to quit smoking. The first way, methods that use your conscious mind, are things like reading Alan Carr's book, joining Facebook groups, using your willpower, which is really just another way of saying cold turkey, kind of just like this. Quitting cold turkey is akin to using willpower. In fact, that's exactly what it is. Because what happens is, every time you want to smoke, you have to use your willpower, basically just like this hand. This is your willpower. So every time you light up, you have to use your willpower to quit smoking. Over and over and over again. So basically, conscious mind ways are like the outside of this trampoline. It's the surface. It's the thin veneer. This is our part of our mind that can only do 5 to 7 things at one time. It's very shallow. It's thin. It's basically the surface. Almost all of what goes on inside our mind does not happen at this level. It happens on the inside, in our unconscious mind. The really fascinating thing about this part of your mind is on the inside, it has something called your critical faculty. Its job is to protect the information that's in the unconscious part of the mind from information that is coming through on the surface. So if the information that comes through on the surface does not match up with what's on the inside your unconscious mind, this critical faculty, this thin layer on the inside of your conscious thoughts, doesn't let it through. That's its job, is to protect the information on the inside. The second mechanism treats smoking like it's an addiction. So basically what that means is it's all just biochemical. It's not mental, it's just a physical addiction. So they give you pills or prescriptions, or you do something like nicotine replacement therapy, the patch, the gum, the chew, or vaping. And the concept is, because you're an addict and it's just biochemical, if you just turn down the amount of nicotine, then quitting becomes easy. But what we know about this mechanism is it's really ineffective. And this is kind of like being outside of the trampoline. It's not part of the trampoline altogether. It's just, addiction means it's something outside of you. You're just a victim. It's something happening to you. It's the addiction's fault. It's not your fault. It's got nothing to do with the trampoline. It's outside of it. It's over there. And this leads to the third mechanism, or the third way, ways that use your unconscious mind. Things like hypnosis, NLP, EFT. They basically go on the premise that the issue or the problem of smoking is habitual and it resides in your unconscious mind. This is like the inside of your mind. This is your unconscious mind. This space inside here is literally 99.9999% of your mind. So what unconscious mind methods do is they come in here and they tell your unconscious mind, smoke not feel good. Smoke doesn't actually cause me less stress, it actually causes me more. That's what unconscious mind methods are designed to do. They're designed to come in here and help you change the habit and change the programming of the supercomputer. Why? Because on the outside, when you consciously say, I don't want to smoke, and in here it says smoke feel good, and it doesn't get past the critical faculty, you're psychologically incongruent. The outside of your mind is saying, I don't want to smoke, and in here it's saying smoke feel good. So what unconscious mind methods do is they change this part, the biggest part of your brain, and align it with the outside, your conscious mind's desire to quit and stay quit for life. Now that you sort of understand the 3 different mechanisms and how successful they are, the answer to the question of why can't you quit smoking, the main reason is because you're only using one method. you're only using nicotine replacement therapy, or you're only taking Chantix, or you're only doing hypnosis. You're only treating one part of who you are. You're a whole person. You have a conscious mind, you have an unconscious mind. Smoking is partly addiction, it's mostly habit, but only picking one model or method is why you can't stop smoking. That's the mistake. What we do in the Secret to Quitting Smoking for Life program is we teach you about stacking, taking these different methods and mechanisms and stacking them into a single program. So the one thing you can do right now is to do stacking. The one thing you can stop doing is stop doing just one method. In fact, these two things actually work together. So if you want to find out more information about how my model of stacking works, which is something I actually invented, then click on the link in the description below. That will put you into my calendar and you can book yourself into a free 15-minute phone consultation. It's free. It's conversational. We'll have a good time. I'm happy to explain to you how my program works. Also, if this is your first time to this channel, or you just like getting tips, tricks, and hacks on how to quit smoking for the rest of your life, make sure you subscribe. It actually helps me create more free content like this. And then hit the notification button. It simply tells you when I post new content. I want to thank you very much for taking your time and giving me your attention. Blessings to everyone. I look forward to speaking with you soon.